The significance of this should not be underestimated. The engagement with the students by the accounting friend who had no knowledge of biotechnology resulted in an improvement in the student's knowledge of the subject from a score of 30 to a score of 50, a 2/3 gain. And it is clear from the environment in which this happened, that there was no other influence that could account for this effect than the engagement by the friend. In the time allowed him in his TED Talk, Sugata Mitra did not enlarge on the method used by the friend. But it was not as simple as described. The term he used in his paper explaining the research is naive deep engagement. The friend was not simply delivering praise such as, "Well done, aren't you excellent, you're great." Her praise was important, but it had to be genuine deep engagement, and from a place of naivety, not expertise on the subject, with comments such as, "Can you show me again how you did that?" Or, "That is really interesting, can you show me more?" Or, "Can you explain to me how that works?" This diagram perhaps helps to explain why this sort of engagement by an important other can be so effective. This research from the University of Oxford shows in a bar diagram what we all know and have been told, that effective preschooling, effective primary schooling, and effective secondary schooling is vitally important in a student's development of literacy and numeracy skills. These are the areas that school education can affect. The others are considered as givens that, as teachers, we cannot affect: family income, mother's education, father's education, socio-economic status, and home learning environment. But home learning environment, mother's education, father's education, and socio-economic status could all be included in one category: support for and promotion of learning that the child experiences in the home environment, away from school. If those are all aligned side by side, that produces this next diagram, showing that the child's learning environment away from school exceeds what happens in school in its impact on the levels of literacy and numeracy attained by the child. And Sugata Mitra's research, showing the power of a naive important others engagement, combined with the now available means of directly co-opting those people into learning with the child, gives us a radical new avenue to boost the child's learning. The apps, ideas, information, and techniques of utilizing cloud storage and information and work sharing that you are learning in this course, allow you to, for perhaps the first time, deeply engage significant others such as parents, and especially grandparents, fully and directly in the child's learning. Google Drive, or Microsoft OneDrive, and if appropriate, Skype, provide a foundation for your students to share folders, work, information, and anything that they are producing, via the cloud, with anyone, anywhere in the world. And this enables you to co-opt important others, as deeply engaged people, in the learning of their children and grandchildren. What's more, with the apps and resources you are learning in this course, you will be able to create training materials, including videos, to make available via the cloud to important others in the child's life, as resources to help them to best engage in the learning of their child or grandchild.